like Romeich and Foota Hype. A TikTok I make a event where him name Lee Swiss. A man side the event and one go out and then him check up him phone and him link up Romeich and say, "One pass me can get 2 tickets." Romeich promised the man him and go give him 2 tickets. Foota Hype side the play and never like it and make a video and say, when you are deal with Romeich, you never support Jerry, you are support Derek. And that you do come around here and support fish and it costs a big war and the TikTok of the tick. But one thing I have to tell the two of them, just stop it. Foota Hype and Romeich, stop it. Don't make it escalate. Stop it. Stop it. Things are going on in the internet where me not like. Pure Jamaican, me see a fuss and a fight like Romeich and Foota Hype. But TikTok I make a event where him name Lee Swiss. A man side the event and one go out and then him check up him phone and him link up Romeich and say, "One pass me can get 2 tickets." Romeich promised the man him and go give him 2 tickets. Foota Hype side the play and never like it and make a video and say, when you are deal with Romeich, you never support Jerry, you are support Derek. And that you do come around here and support fish and it costs a big war and the TikTok of the tick. But one thing I have to tell the two of them, just stop it. Foota Hype and Romeich, stop it. Don't make it escalate. Stop it. Stop it. Things are going on in the internet where me cool, you know. To me have my case and me don't want a problem. Because boy Romeich, me this year, big shit belly, batty boy. Go make complain about that now. Batty boy. Be a batty thing you defend. Batty boy. Me a bad boy for you without money or with money. Yeah, so don't feel like you get too bright. Me notice you pass, you look a shit up, ranking self. Don't make me have to diss you for real. Last time you see you on the ship, you never want to fight. You never want to war. So you come chat up. What do you do on your life and I talk to somebody named Foota? And the people must say, one Foota if you come talk about another Foota, they went on a soul. Tell the people and say you're not on a wall. You're a batty boy. Name fuck Romeich, you can diss me. So when they chat something and I make some look talk. Pussy. Me a this your brawling now. Do anything when you want to now. I know. Cool me. Romeich are going like a batty man Derek alone give joke. But you want to invest in a batty man. Because you like batty man. You're cool with them. 90% of your camp go both ways. You not gonna like me, but you not feel like me. Big nose boy. Remember say when they have bomb up like a cassava piece, man, I feel healthy and make sure yo, everyone don't start it here. Remember that. So you're hungry. You know what you do here, youth? You know what you do, youth? That me I tell you. Same blood clot Romeich is from Campbell's Boulevard and blood clot content of healthy and see for everyone. You know what you do. You hear? You can come for this and start this because we find you. Because feel me money can't done. You hear me I tell you, boy? Stop calling up me and my team name. Every time you want to come call up people. You see me I say? You know me from day one, you know from where me I come from, you know me from zero. You hear me I say you would humble yourself. Good. Every time your blood clot you come for live and you see man at airport and something. The next time you see a airport, you have a knock a flat ground. Romeich.
Wow. Say wow. Literally, I want to kiss my teeth and pass like, but then I really had to talk on this, guys. Anyways, people, happy Thanksgiving. You guys know I don't really forward on the Instagram that much, but I had to come and shout you guys out. Happy Thanksgiving. You guys know we don't really fool around the turkey that much, so I have a couple chicken and stuff in the oven, but I'm not having Thanksgiving dinner at my home. I'm going out for Thanksgiving, so I'm bringing some of the stuff along with me, right? All of them things there. It's basically a family cookout kind of thing, so everybody's bringing their own stuff and put to one together. So yeah, but anyways, moving along, I want to talk about this whole situation. So the question I want to ask you guys, so a batty man or LGBT lifestyle, Foota and Romeich is fighting over? Now, Foota says that Romeich invests in a batty man, but Foota out of invest one time giving Derek the tickets and doing the promotion of Swishly, which I don't know if, to me, I don't follow TikTokers. I am not on TikTok. I would never go over there, go beg, I go give them my money. And I cannot support people who claim to them not work, but they want to live off of other people who go out there and utilize their social insurance number. Now, my thing is, Foota Hype invests in body argument over the years, over the years, over the years, over the years, over the years. It's just the difference is that Foota Hype is in America where they claim is free speech, where in a different country like Canada or other countries that really uphold the gay community, he will be banned. They not block him from even getting his papers and all of those kind of things because you know they hold up that code of the gay community. One thing I want to say, like I said, I don't care about anybody's lifestyle, but I just feel like at the end of the day, the gay community and the gay agenda, it's a different agenda that is they're pushing, and I really don't want to get into it because, like I said, you know these people out here them after my job, so I have to be careful when I come on the internet and say that's why more time you guys don't see me because you guys know how them go. They will trouble me, and when we press them now, it's I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna take away your job. You know, so I have to be mindful of the things that comes out of my mouth. So basically, I'm gonna really put a cap on this. But the LB, we'll just say the ABC community has a bigger agenda. And I'm gonna name out one of the biggest agenda. You know, nowadays days, back in the days, you couldn't force black women on birth control. You know that back in the days, black women have 5, 6, 7, 8, even go to all 12 children back in the days where you cannot force them on birth control. You could suggest, but you couldn't force them, and it wasn't the in thing for black women, some black women to teach their daughters about birth control and safe sex and all of those things. At times in the black community, young mothers or black mothers and overall maybe end up facing it the other way by end up having a child, and then you say, all right, whatever sweet you out there gonna sour you, basically, right? Anyhow, now when it comes to the ABC community, that's part of a birth control mechanism because if two-person go together like two man, evidently, especially in the black communities, at times they're not having any children. When you flip the script in the Caucasian or the white community, at times the rich folks that are man and man, they say they want to adopt, they want to do surrogates, they want to do this and that. They end up with a child, two daddies, two mommies. But most likely in the black community, at times, the woman, if they're gonna go lesbian, and two women and eat two women together, then most likely that woman already came with her children, and most likely the other person maybe never had any children, already came with their children, or in the black community there are the problems that a lot of it people in the black community have. The children are in children aids, the children are with their mom, the children are with their dad, and scenarios where at times a lot of black moms at times, and we have to talk about it because I'm black, and we have to talk about it in the black community. And at times we want to have this kind of conversation because more time when you have these kind of conversation, people look down there and say, oh, you're bringing us down, and oh, blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, at times the black community have some situations where mothers and fathers and all of these kind of people cannot see eye to eye, and at times black women have 6, 7 kids and they only have one with them. They put in them scatter like shot, like bullet, like corn grain. We're gonna be frank here. You know when I press my live on the know it go. You see what I'm saying? And they don't have none of their children around them at times, and then they want to come and bring down other people kids and tell you off you raise your children, and when you're out here glorify your children, or you're up and I say good things about your kids and they have a problem, then come out and shout, Giles, I talk about our kids, and our kids think your kids are better. And the whole nine that goes with the black community. So we do have problems out here. But nevertheless, back to the ABC situation, we're not straying. And you know, when I come and tell top 10 story in one, 10 different conversation in one, because you know the live kind of short, then mash up my other page, so we really can't come and talk long, like how we used to have the conversation. You know, me not really have time, girl, busy girl at work, girl at do her thing. So more time me have once in a while to come chat with you all. You feel me? But anyways, nevertheless, so the ABCQ community is most likely a birth control when it comes to the black community. Because most likely, like I said, black women will have one child nowadays days. You notice that back in the days, black women used to come out winter time, you don't really see black woman, and by summer you see black woman and push a stroller. When was the last time nowadays you see black woman really a push stroller? Not talk about these ones on the internet who will show baby to beg. Forget about these baby mom, these new type of baby mother come now and have picnic at the mercy of the world and believe that TikTok is going to be there forever, or the registry are going to be there forever, or Amazon registry and all this nonsense that they do, having children and believe that the whole world should contribute to their undersheet nastiness. You understand what I'm saying? But really, when I think about it, looking within you guys' self, when you guys look nowadays days and you guys are walking in you guys' community, it's more likely that the white folks nowadays days are having children. You understand? In my country right now, daycare is starting to be $10 a day. When you had your children back in my country and have your kids, you are struggle to get all daycare. Can't find no spot, this, that. Now government are issuing $10 a day. Now you have the government as well with your health card. In my country, you are allowed to go and do a IVF free of charge longer that you're under the age of 42 cutoff mark with your health card. You also have some benefits in my country from your workplace where they support, that medication after you do the IVF, you have to be on some medications, to let that baby grow and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. You have some benefits at some people workplace and many workplace now that your benefit even cover those medications that you have to take within the session of that IVF until you have that baby. So all of those kind of things. And then you have other people that do IVF and all of these things, and it's very expensive. So when you really think about it, in the black community, when you don't really have that kind of money, you're not going out there to go have no children and no IVF. You're not going nowadays days to say you're going to go and adopt children and all of those things, because adoption come with a long process of no criminal record, no children aids record, and having an employment and the whole nine. So we know how we go when it comes to the black community and children. We already have ours, many people, they're not having any more. You have people now that they're having any more and decide say they want a different body other than a Coca-Cola bottle shape. So them say nowadays days they want flat belly, stiff breasts, and all of that, so they're not having any children. Yeah? So I believe, wholeheartedly, just my opinion, no shade, I don't business nobody community. It's a form of birth control the way I see it. Because in the black community, if you already have one kid and you decide so you hate man, or you decide so you don't want to be with man, or you decide so you want to go around the other way, and you already have one kid, are you gonna have kid with the woman that you're with? No, you're not. You're just gonna settle there and live with that woman, and if that thing don't work out, that relationship don't work out, you're gonna continue to move on to the next woman, the next butch, the next woman, the next butch, the next woman, the next, and the list go on. So you're gonna have no children. So your birth control situation will stop right there. So you understand what I'm saying? You have enough black women nowadays days are having tying their tubes. You have all of them kind of stuff that black women nowadays days are not penning children. So I just believe when it comes to the ABC community at times as form of birth control, that they couldn't control more time back in the days with the black woman by telling a black woman, well, go get an IUD, or go and take birth control pill, or go and take the needle. I advise you that's the best thing you do. Black woman I tell a doctor back in the days, go away. Where I try to stop my race, where I do try to stop my last name, where I try to do stop our last name, and the list go on. But no black woman right now, when it comes to the birth rate, it's lower in the black community. And when it comes to the killing rate in the black community, is high. So no do no maths. So where is the black race tomorrow morning? That's all I'm shouting. Kiss me teeth and pass. So I had to put in all of that to get to the Foota Hype situation. Now, a two-man a fight over Batism. Now, if Romeich shout out in one of the episode or one of his rambling on or one of his cuss as a corporation that him do, one second. As a corporation that he does sewing, he had butter girls, he hire people, he has corporation that sponsor him. Threatening Foota Hype would be like, oh my, why bother even with threatening Foota Hype when you know the situation that you're in, when you know the corporation that you're involved in? Second of all, if he continue to sing, say, Ding Dong, I'm one of his greatest, and Shensia is one of his greatest, and stuff like that, we saw Shensia back in the past in lesbian activity in her music. We also heard Shensia come out and said she wanted some kind of body play. That most of you guys are practicing nowadays days in our household. Back in the days, you would call those kind of things Saddam and Gomorrah. I'm just saying, hello, don't beat the messenger. I am just saying. Kiss me teeth and pass. Like literally kiss me teeth and pass. You understand? Then you had the situation with Ding Dong and one of the ravers where he was caught in a compromised situation where his body was exposed and then kick him out of ravers. So I'm disturbed now that Romeich will come and pick up his phone and talk about Derek, this, that, Derek, this, that, Derek, this, that, this, that. So you, the manager of Ding Dong, can have some kind of more some kind of empathy and sympathy for the Derek, but Ding Dong couldn't have any sympathy for one of his team members who went Lulu and skin out his body or had his body on some kind of phone showing it to some other person. So the question I want to ask myself, the question I want to ask you guys, do you guys have a double standard of reasoning? What depends on the person. If the person is big up like Romeich said his money can done, it's okay for him to involve in a body playism. And then when Ding Dong was coming up and doing his thing, it wasn't okay for Ding Dong to end up in body play. So the Caribbean people have selective memory upon certain things, selective reasoning upon certain things, and selective behavior and morals and certain things. Let that sit with you guys for a second. That's the main reason why I just kiss my teeth and pass. Like, I don't even waste my time to come on Instagram to talk about these nonsense because I'm disturbed. So Ding Dong is in your camp. Ding Dong kick out one of the guy out of ravers because of his body play situation. And now the manager of you, Romeich, you Ding Dong is allowed to put a person who's in that same fish camp like when kick out the boy out of ravers as can't uno. When I couldn't prove that he was really fishy, he only had a slight downfall when he's had his butt out here exposed. Like how many of you guys have your butt out here exposed when you not have on the pants off on the ass. It's the same thing. The only thing that literally people can't really see the skin on the body, but they see it because your nasty drawers is out and your body is out and your pants. Your pants is supposed to be at your waist. So when you show your drawers, it's the same thing as the same body player. And at the end of the day, that boy was kicked out of ravers. So where was Romeich? My question is, I would have to do my homework. Maybe I should have did my homework before I even come and talk on this conversation or have a conversation with you guys now. Then, my thing is, was Ding Dong with Romeich then when that boy was kicked out of ravers? And when that boy was kicked out of ravers, what was Romeich thought? What Romeich did say about it when it came to that situation of kicking out that boy because he went low and exposed his ass to some man or some boy, what did I pretend to be girl? So the way how I see it when it comes to the dancehall community, you guys have selective empathy, sympathy, morals, and all of these things that comes with this bag of nonsense. See? Not only that, was it okay with Swiss Lee for Derek to be part of that dancehall saga? I am not sure. I am not sure. But what I notice when it comes to these black youths, these black women nowadays is when I have no morals, will lost them way, never lost your way. Anything for the money. Anything for the money. Anything for the money. Anything for the money. Now, there's more than one time people put up Derek in hotels. So my question is, Derek hardly at work. Derek claims that he has t-shirt business. He went to Auntie Dana about it. Other people were purchasing the t-shirt and all of these things. So if everybody are doing their own nonsense on TikTok, whether you're the ABC group, whether you're the straight group, whether you are the gimmicks group, whatever you claim you're coming out here to entertain people, whether you're the begging group, the lazy group, no self-esteem group, the no ambition group, how come they never had their money to support a TikToker who's having his dance? So everybody's begging free ticket. Lots of people came through that gate free. Lots of people may be looking for some free champagne to drink. So the man who's supposed to be the birthday party, I keep the party, give out many tickets and many freeloaders came behind him through the gate. Romeich gave away a couple other tickets. So the question is, the money that Swiss pay to organize that party and keep that party, did he make all that profit back? Or because the money is free, come easy, go easy because he's not working for it, and he might just say tops and roses. Maybe that's why he didn't even care that this man was basically the front of his conversation when it came to the dance. I want you guys to backpedal for a little bit. It's not the first time Derek showed himself in this dancehall party era situation. Backpedal a little bit with me. Remember when Jada was having some kind of clash with that girl in the UK? Remember Jada? Who Jada did draw for do an intro? Wasn't it Derek? You guys accepted that Derek then. So why isn't it now that nobody would accept Derek now when it comes to Swiss party and tickets and giveaway and hotel put up? Why wouldn't it be acceptable now when Derek was already accepted at Miss Donna Yard more than one time, the big Jamaican auntie? So it's okay for Derek to be around certain people while sell a cake and all of these things. It's not okay to be around Romeich, who's a big promoter and feel money long and can't done. So you see what I keep on saying to you guys? I'm going to have some double reasoning, double standard, and some hypocritical feelings where more time I cannot maths out and meds out. And it's not my business. So I'm going to just kiss my teeth and pass. Seriously. You understand what I'm saying? Not only that, Foota Hype is always on this whole trip, Battyism. What a hell been that when it's time for Foota Hype to get his papers, the immigration officer comes sit right there and you can look upon the immigration officer and see that he's full-pledged gay or ABC group. I wonder if Foota Hype would take that green card then. My next question again to Foota Hype is, we know that nowadays the gay community run the whole world. We know most of these clothing are made in Vietnam, China, and India. Okay, my thing is, we know what Versace story was out there from a long time ago. So don't we see Foota Hype more than one time in a Versace robe, wearing it proudly and carefully and rightfully? So why all this batty argument, batty situation, batty story, batty war? Can I ask? Or am I too fast? Or am I for mind my business? These are the things that I'm talking about. So can I kiss my teeth and pass one more time? So my question is, Ding Dong, how do you feel in yourself now to know, say, you run with one of your good friend before you reach the man and before you are Ding Dong? I know your manager can put up a ABC man in a hotel and it's okay, and him come defend it and it's okay, and you did run with your friend. So you are promote ABC underneath the quiet. And pan the loud, basically the noise in the market, you run with your friend. But when it comes to the profit, you only care about, if you don't care about the noise in the market, you only care about the profit. Your manager, Romeich, who market you right around the world, whether it's ABC or straight. Oh my. Should I say any more? Or should I just kiss my teeth and pass one more time? So the double standard. Not only that, Ding Dong was on a talk show before, and I believe the boy white man name was Ryan, and Ryan did put on some wine there when Ding Dong was showing them how to do all of those dances, and nobody never burned that out. Say that Ding Dong was on a stage and a man didn't wind up the stage instead of the woman. Nobody said that. So if there was a clause that was in the contract for that boy who will kick out of the crew when his body went Lulu, if I was him, I'd have sue. To be honest, I would have sued. And I'm just being sarcastic, and I'm just being a sarcastic jackass, to be honest, because I'm just saying. Can you kick out somebody out of crew who made a mistake and have his ass out there, never know, say the boy is not a girl? Right? Because enough of you guys are playing on a body play. Back in the days, it's called Sidem and Gomorrah. And then now, it's a big deal now when Romeich, the manager, sponsor the ABC man. No. Isn't Derek a big man? Derek not supposed to have some kind of morals. Is it every day that Derek is going to spit in the sky, spit in a God's face, and come out every day to say that he needs somewhere to stay? So the $500 that Nicki Minaj gave Derek to buy the bed, where is he storing the bed? Every time he go to a motel and hotel, he drag the bed behind? Tell me something. There's beds out there nowadays days where you can fold up other than a blow-up bed and bring with you to a motel and a hotel? So every day this man come out and play poor and needy. That's why they will always be like that. Because when them have, them not have. When them have food, them hungry. So people like those who can satisfy, people like those that spit in a God's face every day could never prosper and will never reach nowhere. Those things are a waste of time. Waste of space. You mean to that lady, that same so-called lady, Nicki Minaj, that roaming from one TikTok to the next, trying to take up people's situation on her head when in Trinidad there's so many other stories where she can pick up. Sponsor that man a bed. I know that man is still sleeping in a motel. The amount of money when before Blinger reached the top notch of the so-called queen of TikTok, who came out here and never disciplined her son really, to come out here and tell and say, oh, tell them how you break the TV and come beg TV. Before she reached that queen of whatever she is, at Derek she did swing for. And basically fundraise so much money for Derek, and Derek still don't live nowhere. So people like those, and one part me can't understand. Because you see Jerry more time say I go work. More time Jerry say him I go paint one local house. More time you see Jerry I do one and two things. But my question again to Isabella, and all of you big people and all of you people who don't know morals, brother, and forget you guys' culture. How can you guys have all Jerry out here saying all of those things out of his mouth? Jerry not supposed to be almost on a father, on a grandfather, on a great-grandfather almost. On no morals, on no respect for the elderly. Some of the young girl not say Jerry now wind up on Jerry. Huh? All of them look a slackness and them look a carelessness. They don't no respect for no elders. Jerry can make all kind of a conversation and all kind of joke without having all of those slackness when it comes to some of the young girls. Some of them too young and big and careless. I don't have no morals, brother. Where are you guys' morals? I know on the out here call Derek auntie. So no man turn female auntie. So how can men be men out here nowadays days? So I'm disturbed and lost for words, but I'm not surprised, brother. It's just the black community as always. The black community at their finest with their low self-esteem and no morals. Let's talk about Nicki Minaj for a little bit. Let's pause that conversation for a second and come back to it. Let me just put in this with the Nicki Minaj before I forget. Me hear on come out here on a beat RT from one end to the next. Him gay, in rape, in rape, in rape. Una go lock him up till he come up with all kind of lawsuit that until now we don't see fit, or going to see fit, or going to see the daylight of the court dates. I literally have to kiss my teeth and pass. Not only that, Una beat him to wrath. And then you guys hold up Nicki Minaj to the highest being. My thing is, wasn't Nicki Minaj's husband, the jailbird, was charged for rape? Or when you're popular, or when you have money, or when you have a name, or when you have a fame, you get a pass on rape. So RT couldn't get a pass on rape, but Nicki Minaj and her man can get a pass on rape. That man had that rape charge before them even get married, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, right? Not only that, that man was somewhere and Nicki Minaj was dancing on a truck and other guy wanted to dance with her. I believe it was in Trinidad, if I'm not mistaken. And they basically had to call out the guy. By the time the guy came back to America, Nicki Minaj's husband was charged for failing to be on the sex register list. So RT, who's supposed to be proven innocent until proven guilty in court, are supposed to be innocent until proven guilty in court, was drawn down and said that he was a rapist when he never ushered out in court. But Nicki Minaj's husband, who's on the sex register list and it already done usher out in court, get a pass. Let that sit with you guys for a second. And it was the same cheese on that bandwagon. Him a rapist. And the other day we see cheese dolled up, gone to Nicki Minaj's so-called concert, I believe, knowing or pretend she doesn't know that she have a husband who's on the sex register list of raping. I don't want me go for the receipt, I don't want me kiss my teeth and pass. So the double standard when it comes to the black community and the black woman them. The black woman them will suffer so much when it comes to nobody to respect them. The so-called boss, the so-called vybz kartel who come out and said that woman who drip impy skimpy are whores and sluts. And for the years, him sing out them body hole, he sing out their throat hole, he sing out their underneath. But now when it comes to wife it up, I don't want no hoes. I don't want no prostitute. Me don't want no bitch. Told you guys this all the time. You have to be self-disciplined and have some self-esteem where you know you can go out there and dress according to, and you don't have to just half naked for people to see you. Those kind of dressing and those kind of fashion are out of the ancient time book of prostitution. Because back in the days, that's how you have to just go catch man. Kiss me teeth and pass. So before me jump off on Nicki Minaj, I want to show you guys this quick and fast. Okay? I really want to show you guys this quick and fast. All right? Give me a second. All this time, he's been trying to remove his name off the sex register list and can't come off of it. And I'll show you guys quick and fast. And I'll show you guys quick and fast. Look, Instagram. Quick and fast. Nicki Minaj's husband Kenneth Petty has been unable to successfully remove his name from New York sex offender register despite the emergence of explosive evidence. Until now, he can't get his name off the sex offender registry. Okay? You understand? Okay? He had to put his name on the sex register list, like I said. Okay? You understand? And he was charged for sex crime. Okay? There's the man mugshot. All right? And if you go and look at the Megan's Law website, you'll find his name right there. All right? Okay? So these are the things that I'm talking about. So the double standard, quick and fast. All right? Let's wrap up this live because I believe the live give an hour and it's going to count down anytime soon. vybz Kartel and Sidem. It's so sad that a woman hold on a man over the years, didn't know the outcome going to be this murder case. When a man get life in prison and he's appealing, if you know the situation and know the story of many black men, it's most likely at times they don't come out them dead in a jail. I guess certain things Shorty never know that this man had many money and he can fight his way out of jail by telling the system that him sick and him this and him that. For somebody who has grave disease, don't come out and campaign for grave disease. All the come and campaign and stuff that him claim say him can afford. Stuff that him can afford through the black community, that the black community support him over the years, whether it's slackness, wrongness, badness, and all these nastiness over the years that he does, or he did. When it comes to a man and a woman, like they always say in the past and say always gonna say that a man can do many different things, but if a woman do the same thing, she's supposed to be suspected as a bitch, which these women nowadays days don't care because they call themselves that nowadays days and acting the fool of that nowadays days. Him can show you how to spend all of these big kind of money, but him not really show the ghetto youth them how to make that kind of money. And can teach the black community how to bleach out them skin and not to be one within for themselves. But yet still now in say in stop bleach. It's so sad that a black woman hold you down for so long and then instead of take your hurt and walk away, you're out here prolong the bullshit. Now, me not hear nobody had empathy and sympathy if you know say Shorty was pregnant with the last child and had a miscarriage at 6 months. Now, even you can't even call it miscarriage because the baby was big. Imagine just pushing out that baby out of you when the baby is dead or end up dead. Want to know ask vybz Kartel what happened? Why Shorty end up going a premature labor and lost that baby? The 6-month-old baby. Don't let me forget for my receipt, brother. Why aren't you guys not asking that man that? How much hurt that girl can take? So the big girl basically gave you 4 children while you were under 4 children, basically. You disrespect her, she have to put an ice pick to you, you make it in a song, and all of these things. And in your relationship with Shorty, it was domestic abuse from one end to the next till she have to almost got you with an ice pick. With an ice pick. You tell her to come out of the house with you. If you claim say you have 2 or 3 or 4 house, you can live in all of them every minute. You could have just gave her 1 just for the respect of the youth them. Just for the respect that the youth them can go see their mother while they come and see you. But I have no respect for black woman. Never have and never will. I hear people shouting that Sidem only get the karma of you. There was no calm side to him because the other day threatened for box her down. And you guys were up in armor, ready for shout and carry on. But nobody was up in armor when Shorty go through domestic abuse and end up losing the 6-month-old baby. Nobody's not talking about that. Let's talk about the two lovebirds, the two pitchery birds, vybz Kartel and Sidem. You notice that vybz Kartel tattoo Sidem on his hand and Sidem tattoo vybz Kartel on her hand. So let me ask a question. If I'm going to tattoo my significant other on me, would I tattoo hubby or would I tattoo his name? Sidem is in love with the artist and not the person himself. Adidja Palmer. Kiss with teeth and pass. Remember, vybz Kartel is a stage name. On his birth paper and in passport, it says Adidja Palmer. But the girl tattooed vybz Kartel. That girl said when she keep on looking and looking and looking and looking, and then she fall in love with the artist. Okay. Say that she was the by time and the dead time that he was doing in jail, and she could have called her and talk to her on and 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 on. On and on and on and on and on, over and over and over and over and over. And she had the patience. Because a lot of time when it comes to those kind of women, them have the patience when it comes to the money. Tiger Woods' Molly maid housekeeper, had the patient, clean, do all kind of things until she weasel herself in the bed, until she almost deal with the man till the man end up claiming that he was crazy, until she end up getting a bag of money and almost wreck the black man. Jonathan, the next Marvel, who was supposed to be the next Marvel when it comes to all of these things, Disney and all of these things, the white lady was beside his side, had patience, till he make himself, till he making way in a Hollywood, till he making way all over the place. When she realized, oh, he was talking to a black woman on the side. And when she claims, say, he insulted her, when he said to the white woman, you should act like Oprah and Michelle Obama. How dare you tell a white lady to act like a black woman when it's supposed to be the other way around? Remember, black woman vulgar, black woman hard to deal with, black woman in a prostitution, black woman illiterate, and the list go on and on and on and on that they've been carrying on for years and saying for years, bestowing on the black woman. How did that come about? Love, where you going with this? And remember in the trial, if you guys are watching that Jonathan trial, that voice note was years ago. She came home drunk like a skunk, like how they are from day one, because they drink a lot like fish. And him start to shout, how dare you out there in public drinking like that? You know what type of name that I am. You know what type of guy. Remember, I'm supposed to be the next superhero, Marvel. Go look up the story. Jonathan. This is the second or third time I'm telling you guys about the story. This is the second or third time I'm telling you guys about the story. And the girl came in drunk like a skunk, and Jonathan started to shout when they were fighting. You should act like Obama. You should act like Michelle. The white lady record that. And years later in a court, where he came home again and found her OD in the closet, he called the police. He was arrested. So the white lady had patience when the man made the mark on the Hollywood star to be the next black Marvel superhero that we really don't have out here. Enough of the black shows that we had out here like Family Matters, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, all of them Raven, all of them things that were them there. You have to have certain channel on Bell or Kojiko to find those kind of things. And it's some old episode that rerun. Kiss me teeth and pass. 10 conversation in one. Not trying to find the conversation or the story. And Jonathan was arrested. There was a next episode again where they were in the limo. And Jonathan phone ping off our ring. And it was that so-called possible that Megan girl, that black girl, them claim her another black chick. And the white lady was trying to get the phone from Jonathan in the car. You can go for the video and go look for the video. Look up the Jonathan story now. Don't be an ass on the black community. Don't come out every day when they put a black man on the pinnacle and basically put a noose on his neck and come out and come short like the PD, the story. And they were in the limo fighting. And the guy literally come out of the limo. When which black guy nowadays is a come out of the limo when black woman has sing some story and eating ass and a fighting. And him come out of the limo and the white lady come out of the limo after him, beating up on him some more. And him pick her up with her two arm and put her back in the limo. And he run like Kunta Kente and run like every slave wanna have no head stone in the cemetery what we can't find. And I'm just being sarcastic, people, and I just have to put that shit in, bro. Because when I come real, and when I come here, I come with knowledge and wisdom, bro. I'm not here to play because I'm too big and careless and don't know myself as in the black race. And the man run the block like Kunta Kente. Did you know that man was locked up for the so-called she claim? After that event that the man ran away from her while she was chasing him. She never caught up to him. You know what she did after that event in that limo situation? She left and got a bar. But you know what was in her police report? That same night, that tussle in the limo, her fingers or one of her fingers was broken. Me say go look up the story. Don't hear from me now. Don't hear from me that her fingers were broken. Remember the man ran away? Remember you see it in the video when they were fighting, when he pick her up and put her back in the limo? Remember the man run like all of the slave them in the burial ground, but we can't find? And he was charged. That man was stripped everything from Hollywood, everything from Disney, everything, while he was going through his saga. And him noose around his neck in the courthouse. Who was behind him? Who was at his side? A black woman. So when he was on the pinnacle, the top, the master, the man, the superhero, he wasn't messing with no black woman. And when him get tied up in a court the other day, Megan, when nobody don't want in Hollywood, go and pick up that man going to court with him every day. Go look up that story. So we know when it comes to a black man, it's put that way and taught that way that you're supposed to get all of your riches and give it to those kind of women like Sidem. We all know the history. Some more time you can't even blame the last sheep like Kartel. You cannot blame the last soul like Kartel. You just cannot blame him because we saw the Bob Marley story. But the only difference between the Bob Marley story, he had many concubines that are not black, but had a wife that he gave everything that is black. Think about it. Think about it. The black woman that Bob Marley married to, you see what she looked like? She wasn't light skinned. She never had all of those features of the European woman, black woman, a rundown now, but she's a wife until death do them part in a spirit and flesh. So enough black man nowadays is falter by the wayside when pick up them that kind of people there. Tiger Woods, like I said before, anybody listen to the conversation, Tiger Woods, the girl where him did there with, the girl where him then I run from, I end up in a big crash and in whole career little right off for a little bit, was the housekeeper, the nanny. And she work herself until she end up in the bed, end up being the wife. So when you hear about patient, yes, the white lady them at times are patient for your money, not for your heart. Because if Sidem didn't really love that boy Adidja Apama, it wouldn't be vybz kartel tattoo on her hand. It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be. It would be Adidja Apama like him have Sidem on his hand. Because vybz kartel is a stage name and not his rightful name. Kiss me teeth. It's almost like the Annie and Anthony story. Annie's claim say, that boy go put Annie on his name and her on his chest or whatever, and her name is not Annie, and she put Anthony on fear body, but that's her son. It's almost like that. You understand what I'm saying, right? And back in the days when a man figure put them name their name, a woman name, and then people look at them like some girl clown. Now him say him a one burner. After him revert all of the black woman them underneath. After him box them down, kick them down, destroy them, all kind of things. Now all of uno woman out here were half naked. He said you guys are hoes, whores, and slut dogs. Him not no respect for black woman from day one. And uno out here, let out the teacher. When you guys are already out here cursing, enough for uno big woman, enough for you guys, uno out here shout, let out Lizard and free vybz kartel. Look at him now. Him not free none of you guys. Look at him now. He's not freeing none of you guys. He don't care about none of you guys. So these are the things that I'm talking about. So Sidem will have all of the patience because Sidem was chasing the man like how any woman did not chase him out here. But it's who he see fit. And let me show you who he see fit before the life cut off. Remember black women nowadays days claim say it's their vagina they're selling and they're not getting their education. And when you talk about education now, they're in on them feelings. Remember, college and university have doors for everybody now, not like back in the days where black people not have no education and white people have education. There's education out here for everybody. So I say that to say this. If you know how Jamaicans set up where you have to continue to work with armed security, that's money going every day out of your revenue. We know St. Claim say have money. Okay, fine. We see the work. We see the work where Bounty Killer out here doing. And always a give back to the hospitals and all of those things. We see the work what Shaggy do. Always a give back. All of those things. But we see Vice Cartel a floss. Okay, fine. We can't tell a man what to do with his money. But upon the mercy of the black community, that man had the mental support where everybody out here every day across the system, how corrupted the system is.
I found this on the web.
Remember that man never came out on innocent. That man came out of violation of his rights. Okay? In Canada, it's called Charter of Rights. In America, it's called your amendment rights. Or your amendment rights. Right? Amendment rights. In Jamaica, I guess you just call it your rights. I don't have time to look up that shit, so I couldn't care less. So, if that man came out on that and also came out on some medical situation where somebody who have grave disease now campaign upon that. Somebody who was so-called locked up for innocence now really campaign and those kind of things to help other ghetto youth but don't have the money to come out. Remember, I'm money why this man come out. If he never had the money, he couldn't pay the lawyer and pay this and pay that to come out. So there's lots of ghetto youth right now who are innocent and can't come out of the jail in Jamaica because they don't have the money. They don't have the lawyer who's going to take up the case like I sat and say, mega help the ghetto youth because they're innocent. So don't bother come with no innocent tip and trip when it comes to the black community. This was money doing, money talk, bullshit walk. Kiss me teeth and pass. When at the end of the day, so much happened in the case where they can't find certain evidence. Where now they pass the law that everything now is going to be on computer-wise. Kiss me teeth and pass. There was a situation where the lawyer office was burned down. Kiss me teeth and pass. There was evidence where you had the juror trying to bribe other people. Kiss me teeth and pass. Who would that benefit? Who else? The man who come out now free of charge. Kiss me teeth and pass. So there was no innocence here. He had a long time in jail for 10 years where Shorty maybe had her way that, you know what, this man now come out. Sometimes black women lost their way, lost their faith because they bear so much. What's so disturbing for me is the fact that Shorty was out here raising the youth them while she's being watched. Man, they're prisoner watch people crutches. He never ever gave her the benefit of the doubt for her to be trusted or to give her the benefit of the doubt for no say, all right now, she you know, me there in here for life. Me really can't get any coochie because remember, since he went to jail, the law has changed that no visitation rights. You had one of his friend, they come out and ball out, say him can't get no woman in a jail and they must stop him from having a family. Remember that even come up, we can revisit that, but me just go kiss me teeth and pass. And all of those things can do on our own research, on our own homework. So Shorty basically say, you know what? This man in a prison for life. I can't be out here as a celibate. More time you can't really go and they go give him none unless he was breaking the law like going come out and say. So the people them take one phone from him, he had another phone. Just to show you that man have no respect for the law. Because you one time you get beaten up in a jail for the phone and the whole community come down on the jail system when that's the rule. And then he may come out and put out something in a paper and deny that he had no phone. And you hear from the horse's mouth and the lion mouth that saw him them take away one phone, he end up with another one. Lie, dishonest, not follow no rules, believe that them bigger than the law and bigger than God. People who have all kind of money most of the time were rich, like how him claims I'm rich, don't believe in God because they always could claim that they could buy themselves through life. But when my father always said money can't buy life, money can't buy health. Not for them fall because them too hype. So me just kiss my teeth and pass. That woman is going to be his downfall. Because remember when a black woman get boxed up and kick up out here and had a miscarriage of 6 months, or never care. It made it in the paper. I could show you guys that whole conversation. With Shorty. Shorty don't have to come out and come telling and come giving no freaking interview and come out here come be a yam head and come out here to be a clown. She don't need to come out here and give you guys an interview. The girl was pregnant with a 6-month-old belly and lost the baby through domestic abuse. The last beat up a shot to get that man had to get an ice pick. And at the same Sean Storm had to bring him to the hospital. Him sing about it, it's in the paper. So where's the respect for the black woman who end up having a miscarriage because of your domestic abuse, because you love box down and kick down black woman? But when you almost box down a white woman, everybody come and everybody and them granny wall them jaws tight and start to ray and roar. Kiss me teeth and pass. So no respect for the black woman from day one. No found a black woman and no found a black culture. No found one in the black community. So let's say the reason why he's with that Sidem is because him can end up at England anytime because she's a social worker. And we all know what a social worker does. For ages, for years, the government been using them same social worker there to come pry out your picnic out of your house and put them in a foster care, foster home, and collect a bag of money upon them. And when they're ready, they say the kids have ADHD, this, that. Hey, listen, this conversation is another day to itself, brother. These same social workers, not every one of them who in the system to make money and don't give a fuck about where your children are going. Social worker is psychology almost them using brain pan you, reverse psychology them use pan you. They will come in your yard and draw your picnic one side and by the time you look at one fast stack. So, hey, listen man. So say because she has that social worker background, it's a ticket and papers for dominant in the UK. Can you blame him? No found a black woman are not straight in the UK. No found a black woman not straight on her feet when it comes to the papers. No found a black woman falter when it comes to the education. So you see it again when I say to her from day one. Him sing out on the throat hole, him sing out on the body, him sing out on the vagina. Never tell him if you go get on the education from day one. So when it's time for him to put a ring on it, when it's time for him to have the bigger guns behind his back, that would be a woman with a career and education and documents. Him go for a white lady because she's more stable than a black woman. That's why he'll pick that lady. Let's be frank. Let's be honest. Black women nowadays days not run down the education. They want to run down flat belly, big breast, and body. Look at most of those girls that left from Jamaica. Their goal was not to get an education. Their goal was never to go get a job. Their goal was to do the body and breast and come out and come sit on it. And not going for them same way with the body and breast. Not knowing the side effects of those things. See, K. Michelle take out for her there. See other girl what they did with Rob, Black China, what she call herself Black China and bleach out. See she take out most of her stuff them there. And if you guys know the stories of them same Dolly, they wanna shout Dolly, 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 Dolly. Wanna notice that girl in dancehall who I roll with Boom Boom now name was Dolly from day one. And as her name was Dolly from day one before TC Teeth that thing and come out and talk about Dolly, Dolly, Dolly. And you notice if your body not done? And she had the real original Dolly. Let's talk about the Dolly conversation. Because I'm going to beat on it today before I jump off of the live here. Listen. Well, remember back in the days, even now, you'll be lucky now if you see 6 or 7 black dolls on a shelf in a Walmart and then place there. When remember back in the days when a black woman couldn't even find a black doll for you to relate to the kids them in the house? When I remember when I go on the shelf back in the days that only white doll and no come for me when the black children come play with, and when they go out there they don't see nobody fitting in the community like them, so they lost their ways. When remember? When remember when I mash up on the black children self-esteem from day one when it comes to the dolls? Alright, let's get into the doll story some more. Where did the doll story come from? Where did the doll story come from? From slavery. Who used to make those dolls? Mommy, what them call nanny nowadays days, babysitter. That black woman had to leave her children unattended. Leave her children, neglect basically where more time they would charge a black woman for in the children aid social worker system to come and look after the white folks' children in the house. Her breast milk was supposed to give her black child, was supposed to give it to the white lady who now breastfeed. Huh? That's how battles came. Black women used to nurture their children. Black women never used to worry about no silicone breasts. Black women used to nurture their children. So while black women couldn't feed their hungry kid who they on breasts, they had to give their breasts to the master wife kids. Let's talk now, man. Not only that, when mommy is drenched out, mommy has to make those cloth dolls, not for her children, but for the white children that she's babysitting. Those cloth dolls. Mommy couldn't bring home none of those dolls to her black children when she ready to go home after she done tired and burn out and suck out from all of that milk. She had to leave it right there for the white children them to play with. So upon the pinnacle of a black woman back on slave and needle and pin, and when they couldn't find those real needle and pin, it's those trees that have those sharp needles that they will put hay through back then. That they dry in the sun to stitch dolly, to make eyes from fire coal. Huh? Stuff the dolly with the cotton when them a pick, when they whip them in the sun. Sun down, sun up. To make white children play with it. Back in the days, you have to fight for black dolls to be sold on the shelves. Till nowadays days, you hardly see black dolly on the shelf if you don't look good, especially around Christmas time. When you look at most of these black women nowadays days, when you see them picking a dolly, I want white dolly, right? There's no black dolly. Every year we come talk about this. And at that black women say that they are now dollies upon the blood, sweat, and tears of mommy. You wanna want some beat, wanna run away, or hey, wanna need some real field Negroes in a brother. And that man don't want none of that. He want a flat board, Sidem, if you walk up and down with. And Sidem not supposed to show no cleavage, nothing out there, because she's not a whore, like the black woman where he's been singing about over the years. I don't accept that. It's okay for him to have 10 different kids and shorty and beat her up on top of it, then she should lose a 6-month-old belly. But a shorty I get beaten and a white woman is in the limelight holding up to the pinnacle of grace. So that means a black woman has no self-esteem, don't believe in themselves, and don't want to be black nowadays days. So which one I want a woman on Instagram can think so I feel like say. That's why more time I come over here. That's why more time I see the other day when I try to agree with me, just kiss me teeth and pass. Because I know how far gone you guys are. What did they cost me about? Who could wear that to a party? What made it have on? Dress and a nice little running shoes and my Burberry bag on no come for me. But now the teacher telling us say, no, me not fit, you guys not fit dress like horse and showing a body and a breast out. I never tell them the other day when they come for me before he even made the speech that I am fully well off with my significant other. I mean, not look nobody. I mean, not sell no front. I mean, not do the advertisement. I'm gonna just like a lady, I'm gonna go out there. Because a real man don't have to see all of your asset them out here if he pick you. Remember? What did I say about self-esteem? What did I say? Believing within yourself. That's why I don't walk with a bag of crowd. That's why I don't want a bag of gang around me. That's why I don't want a bag of followers around me. Because I could do within myself. I have self-discipline for no say. You don't have to be accepted by the crowd, but accepted by but within yourself. So when you accept yourself within yourself, all of these faha out here, you just kiss your teeth and pass. You'll never see me out here, hardly out here with eyelash attached to my eye. You hardly see me out here with a 1 pound of makeup on my face. You hardly will ever come say me I do breast and body. Nah, brother, I'm not depend that. I'm okay being the black woman that I am. You feel me? So it's a self-discipline. Them say self-praise is not a recognition, but if you don't praise yourself and love yourself, who is? Kiss me teeth and pass. So when it come to the Sidem situation, people, a long time they set up black man when them have all of the money to give it back to them. You see, when Sidem done with vybz kartel, she would never pick up another black man. I remember telling how the black community is fucked up again. On a claim say, on like the dancehall music, on a claim say Afrobeat gone with the dancehall music, on a claim say the black community don't own the music anymore. And let's list out the list. You have Mighty Crown, the Japanese sound that beat Mataran every year until Mighty Crown retire. How many selector can come out here who have a sound like Mataran and all of them selector there? How much of them can come out and say that they retire from music? Japanese sound did. They came and said they retire. The man saying come out and retire, and he came in music after Mataran them. Remember, the Japanese man never know nothing about music until someone taught him. If you wanna go look up that story. So the Japanese son gone with some of the music. The Japanese son gone with some of the music. You have VP Records, the Chinese people were gone with half of the people them career, like Spice and them that they had to fight. Bushman, they come out one time, come argue. And all of the people them allegedly that they sideswipe. Then you have Joe Bonovich, who gone with piece of the music, as in the German white man. Now, when it comes to the reggae music dancehall, you see, Sidem is here for a piece of the pie. And then, you know, see the Bob Marley then sell out the whole of the Bob Marley movie and didn't go find nobody who already had locks, nobody who already could have speak the language to do that movie. So they basically rewriting the Bob Marley story like how they rewrite the Black Panthers. Remember back in the days when you look up Black Panther, you used to see Tupac and his mother and them. Now when you look up Black Panther, you saw a Black Panther movie that they whitewash our history. Oh my. So one of them, when I go help Sidem and help vybz kartel who don't have eyes for himself, who can see nothing because he's blighted by money and blighted by sin, to make sure you come take away the reggae music and the dancehall music. Because once he married to her, if he doesn't sign a prenup, Sidem, you come here only with your white face and you only come here down here with no job. You're going to leave on with divorce with that no job self. Go back to England. If he doesn't sign a prenup, everything that he has goes to Sidem because she will be the wife. So me have to kiss me teeth and pass. So black woman help build the empire. Black woman sit down in the abuse, the matey, the this, the that, and see them come and do no work and out here I drive all kind of care. Oh my. Only if the black woman could have seen at the hourglass. Only if the black woman could have seen at the future, she would have kissed her teeth and pass long time from the first child. I'm going to wrap up this live and kiss my teeth and pass. Catch you guys another time with another live. You hear that? Peace and love.